I want to welcome you to this TOT training on solar PV technology at Multimedia University of Kenya. And as a host, I'm pleased to host this training for the first time in Kenya in partnership with colleagues from the Ministry of Education. The training is focused on tutors and technicians all over Kenya, selected from 12 institutions in Kenya. They are going to be impacted especially on the technical skills and also on the management aspects of solar PV technologies in Kenya. Apart from that, they are going to assemble a modular training system which they are going to use in their institution. And we hope that at the end of this training, we are going to come up with enough personnel from the selected institutions. At the end of the training, also they will get certified as TOTs to go and teach and mentor their students in their respective institutions. I want to welcome all the stakeholders, even as we enter into the second week of this training, that you be part of us, you work with us, and even you look forward to involve us in your activities back in your institutions so that we can be able to promote these renewable energy technologies in Kenya.
We are glad to have this VET4Africa training for solar PV Module 1. We are training TOTs from TVET institutions in Kenya. And we have started at Multimedia University. The training started on the 15th of this month of March 2021. It's a 2 weeks training, both pedagogical and didactical, a combination of theory and practice. And as you can see, the TOTs have assembled the tools, training kits, which they are doing some tests on their functionalities.
We have 2 free terminals drawing the entire voltage, the total voltage for the 3. Then now you can measure your voltage and confirm that the voltage according to the cutoff voltage law will be summed up for the 3 panels. So the VOC of one panel is 21.
The approach by our partners is different, and we really like it because it imparts both theory and practical skills to the TOTs. Then the TOTs have a task of training not less than 50 technicians in the institutions in the first 1 year. We really want to thank the VET4Africa for sponsoring this training, that is in terms of pedagogical support and financial support. We really appreciate, and we really wish that the collaboration can stay around for some time, given that Kenya has got plenty of sun. The outcomes of this training is to impart skills and knowledge on solar PV to the participants who are TOTs. And the TOTs will go and multiply the same training in their institutions when they will be training the technicians in their institutions. So you see now we have trained 12 TOTs, and each TOT is expected to train 50 technicians at least So even if we take the minimum of 50 times 12, that is already 60 technicians being trained under the multiplication effect of the training.
We are here for a training on renewable energy, basically solar PV1 or solar photovoltaic 1 technology, which is sponsored by VET4Africa through GIZ. I'm very glad to have been part of this training because it is very beneficial to me as an individual, to my institution, which is TUM, where I come from, and also to the community I'll be within. We know that renewable energy is very key to the current technologies of substituting the national grid or the hydropower that we receive from our supply, that is KPLC. So we have been here for a period of 2 weeks. We have modeled each individual. I have modeled my photovoltaic set, of which I can do it to use different tests and demonstrate different purposes with my students as I go back to Technical University of Mombasa. And also I could teach the community about how they could utilize the solar energy that is free to reduce the cost of electricity supplies in their area. After our training, we are going to share or multiply this knowledge to people in Mombasa. As per the agreement we've had with VET4Africa before we came to the training, we are supposed to multiply at least 50 students or 50 trainees that will benefit from my knowledge as I go back to my community.
I am really glad that I've been invited for this training that started 2 weeks ago, and it has been a great learning curve where we have been taken through step by step on solar PV, that is PV1. It started from how you do design, and you select different components so that you can be able to probably make a module, and we've been informed that these modules, we are going to use them to train our students or to train other people that is in the community and elsewhere. We are getting the energy from the Kenya utility power, which is already constrained. And for those people who are within the regions where there is this isolation like us who are in the equator, it is very important that we have probably these solar panel, these solar modules, which are, or the solar panels, which we are going to be using at our homes, so that at least we can be able to reduce the consumption from the utility, and then we'll be using this solar. Personally, I think I have that knowledge and that ability to probably do connections and probably do even bigger connections, because this is a prototype of what will be replicated in bigger ones and bigger modules, even probably for industrial consumption or such. So I tend to think we are going to help a community so that at least it can not only rely with the utility company, but also it can rely with the solar panel, the solar modules.
My area of specialization is renewable energy, and I came here to learn more on solar PV technology 1. It has been a 2-week session where we were able to get introduced to solar PV technology, and we have learned a lot. We had hands-on trainings, making the training kits that we are going to use in our institutions so that we can multiply this knowledge of PV technology. After realizing that there is need for us to disseminate the knowledge on how to install solar PV and also on how to maintain and also how to service these renewable energy technologies.
I have learned so many things so far, both practical and theory. For the practical work, we have been introduced to the hands-on work, basically building the PV system, and there I have learned, because being a trainer at my institution, I'm being involved in training the trainers in electrical engineering and also the PV, solar PV. So this training is of great importance. I have learned a lot of skills and back to my institution. When I go back to my institution, I'm going to impart now more skills to my students.
The experience has been impressive. The trainers has well trained us, has given quite a number of materials. Actually, they have also given us the toolkit and also the measuring tools that we are going to utilize or to use when we are doing our training. And basically, including the hospitality, it has been quite good. So we cannot complain that it hasn't been so nice for us all.
I want to take this opportunity to thank the VET4Africa and the MMU for hosting us and imparting these skills in us. We have really learned and we appreciate. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.